Alright everyone, and welcome to the Moxforge. Tonight we have a very short deck tech, cause it's a classic deck I think everyone knows about. A quick story to this, cause Black-Green the Rock was one of the decks I wanted to play as a child or as a teenager, but there were so many cards we couldn't afford at the time. And 5 years back, Black-Green the Rock and Blue-White Landstill were the first decks I bought into Premodern to match them up against, to have fun with my friends. And I fell in love with the deck. I haven't played it for a long while, and now I want to use this channel and my ability to test on Magic Online to find a build I'm really liking, and I want to register again. In the last time it has fallen a bit out of favor due to the fact that Black-Green Survival Rock is almost better probably, but I still love the deck. And I found a list here on TC Decks by the player Pablo Jenkins, and he came in first in a 25-person tournament with this kind of deck. And just a quick look, because almost every card you see here is a staple we don't need to talk about. I love the addition of a one-off Spiritmonger here and the 2 Krosan Tuskers, even the 1 Volrath Stronghold. And what's interesting with this build is 2 of Living Wish, which allows you to grab for any creature in your sideboard or any land. And here you see mostly silver bullets from Withered Wretch, Uktabi Orangutan, Nantuko Vigilante, Genesis, another Hermit, or a Dust Bowl, or Graveborn Muse. So what comes to my mind first is that 22 lands is very low, so I hope this will work out. Otherwise we might screw a bit. We have no Yavimaya Elder, something like this. Of course we have the Tuskers here. And the other problem could be that if you are going for the Living Wish route, you are giving up a lot of sideboard slots, so you don't have probably too much to sideboard. And Living Wish will be the first in this kind of series. I want to try the classical one. I might to retry the Natural Order Rock again. So I wish you a lot of fun, and please write in the comments how do you like the build, and see you in the first round. Alright everyone, we are on the play here with Living Wish Rock, and it's not a great hand, but I want to keep this. We are missing some early interaction, but we have a turn 3 and a turn for Blastoderm and a piece of interaction for artifacts and enchantments. So I really want to test this. Plus we got the ability to top deck very good cards. Okay. So Naturalize can handle this, but I hope for something like Bottomless Pit. Duress here is strong. Okay, I can just take this Mother here. So this far it looks pretty good for us with the Blastoderms against his smaller creatures. If he goes for Ravenous Rats here, which he probably does, I will probably discard Naturalize. Okay, up to 4 mana. Yeah, this is perfect for us. So now I can... So this will die next turn. So we are relying on finding another mana source. I will do the Naturalize here. Okay, Pernicious Deed is sweet. But I still want to get this down first. Then I will discard my Blastoderm into his Ravenous Rats. And then we got Pernicious Deed and the ability to clear things up pretty good. Oh, this is not great. But it's not too worth either. Okay, Stronghold. So Do I want to bring down second Blastoderm or first Deed? I think the Deed is right. I mean, Wasteland can go for the Stronghold. So it might be better to go full on the Blastoderm plan here. Next turn he will play his Ravenous Rats. Oh, it's sweet to see oppression here. Okay, shooting 1 damage. Next turn we attack for 5. So we could be fast enough. Yeah, the Rats is just a 1/1. But giving him 5 life, because he can block for once, but then they're gone. And this might be enough from our side to have lethal here with the Blastoderms. Okay, I can't cast this. But this could be great later. Okay, sweet. Can't do anything about that. But we can find a recurring nightmare. Okay, Living Wish is sweet. So here I attack first. The problem with Living Wish is that we are exposing ourselves to a card like Cabal Therapy, but it is what it is. Let's take a look at the sideboard first. We want to grab a creature we can play next turn probably. So Plague Spitter. Or Nantuko Vigilante, I guess. Dust Bowl is not great, because my opponent can just waste it. And we are not having lethal yet. So I will grab. I mean, Genesis could be fine. It's a bit slow, but I will take the Plague Spitter here. There's a reason for the Nantuko Vigilante, but I don't have to handle the oppression for now. And as this will be sacked, I have the ability to chip in lethal damage with the Plague Spitter, even if it stays passive for a while. So land would be great, yes. So I don't have to discard. So oppression was not impressive here, because we could play on both sides without having to discard anything. Okay. I think this matchup is fine due to the fact that we got Pernicious Deeds. I think I want to trim down on these Living Wishes to add the cards here. This card can be a bit arcboard. Haunting Echoes might work, so could the Graveborn Muse. And what can we cut? Hermit is not great. We can cut 1 Nightmare. Okay, 2 Graveborn Muse. 1 is in the main deck. And 1 in the sideboard. Yeah, they are fine. It's tempting to cut Dust Bowl, but here's just 22 lands, which seems not much. So maybe I want to cut the Edict here. It's tempting to bring in one Genesis, maybe on game 3. This is fine. Like, let's see how he will open turn 1, and then we can decide on our play. Okay, bottomless pit. So I think we are kind of forced to go birds first. So for now it's great that we don't have the card in hand which we need to protect with bottomless pit, or from bottomless pit. Innocent blood. Funeral charm, okay, and the wreck. Okay, we need to find out for the wreck. Would be fine if I discard Duress. Cause... Okay, I won't play Duress here, because my opponent needs to discard the card anyway to bottomless pit. Another wreck, okay. I don't know. In this case, I think I would play both wrecks, right? But maybe he feared a card like... okay, this is great. I hope to discard Duress next to land the Baloth. But this is... Okay, it takes the Duress here. Yeah. Discard Swamp, draw land, play Baloth. Okay, this is finish. It can kill the wreck. It's a blocker for the red and for the factory. This was lucky. So we need some kind of Naturalize now. Okay, we can't cast this. I think I don't want to attack, right? Because we are in the defense state here. So for now we can play our 4 drops. He can ship in 3 damage, 6 damage, so we go to 5. We need to top deck a card like... Okay, no attack here is funny. Pernicious Deed is our out. Okay, Forest is not too bad. But he can ship in damage really quick now with the wreck. We still get a lot of outs. Okay, this is not an out. This is the reason I've told you that I might just cut the discard spells. So I think he needs to attack with everything. And then the wreck kills me. It wasn't too bad. I mean, we are pretty defense here, but it just worked out for my opponent because everything fitted. Like, he hit every answer, he hit all the right cards with bottomless pit, and it's fine to lose like this. So, activate this, and then block, we go to 3, we die. In the upkeep, So on the draw, on the play, it's more tempting to have the discard spells. Nightmare would have been a great draw. I think Spiritmonger is a bit expensive. Haunting Echo's probably too cute. Genesis could be fine. So I want to submit it like this. Yeah, the turn 1 Pit or Hippie or whatever plays are tough to beat. It's nice that we got a Tusker. So even if he has turn 1 Bottomless Pit, we got some kind of card advantage here. Graveborn Muse is safe from Smother. The Krosan Tusker is a 2-for-1 wild cycle. Having the bird is fine, so he needs to decide if he wants to play Funeral Charm on this. I don't want to have the answers for his permanents in my hand anyway, because they will be discarded. Okay, another Tusker, super sweet. So if we untap one more turn, we will resolve one 4-drop. And I hope it's a Graveborn Muse. Chain of Smoke. Smother, okay. So make green mana. Cycle this one. It's fine that we got Dust Bowl. I will tutor for a Swamp first. Okay, Duress is fine here. Deed is great. So I need to play Deed. Even if he plays Dystopia, I can pop this in upkeep in response. And he has 3 cards in hand. Next turn I can land the Graveborn Muse or have Duress and Krosan Tusker cycling. Maybe Blastoderm even. So we could pop this for 0, but I don't think it's necessary. Okay, here it's probably best to play the Baloth to have a blocker, and even if he has a removal for that, we still get 4 life. Seems like a great deal. Okay, here I think I want to discard Duress. And I might start attacking soon. Okay, Cabal Therapy. Not great here. So Blastoderm. So we are virtually at 20 life. So you can sacrifice any beast to the Baloth. And we start attacking. And again, you see even the turn 5 discard spells or turn 3 to 5 are very awkward. They are dead cards very soon. Okay. Let's play Duress here. I don't want to add another damage source. So this hand is missing complete green mana and has such a high curve. This is a bit better. Not great, but keepable. I think I want to lead on... good question. Here's a Lackey. Okay, this can go downhill pretty quick. The good thing is that we got one Pernicious Deed to reset this madness, but you might have a Mock Fanatic or the Gampime Incinerator. I think I need to block, right? And if he has no 2-mana goblin, we have Diabolic Edict, but I think he... Okay, no 2-mana goblin. Yeah. I think we can recover. This is tough. But probably means he still has no 2-mana goblin. So this could work. So this is awkward to have. We are still building on the plan of having Pernicious Deed, but hordes are strong against us and wastelands. No, we probably see a Goblin War Chief. Otherwise, his hand would be... Yeah. So it's awkward with a Pernicious Deed. Okay. Cause they play Naturalize. Okay, here he will go for Gampime Incinerator. So we need exactly black mana source and him not having Naturalize, which seems to be unrealistic. Yeah, it's way too less mana sources in the deck. With 22, I think most of the Rock lists play 24, something like this. Okay, we need to concede here. So no mana source. We got some tools for this. So let's play Plague Spitter. Again, I'm not a fan of... I just bring the Dust Bowl in to have more mana sources. I'm not a fan of the Living Wishes, sadly. I think this is exactly the reason why you never see them. Birds are a bit weak, to be honest. Because they die in the face of a Plague Spitter. Naturalize is unplayable. So I will stock up on one of these. Yeah, some Wall of Blossoms would be great. We are totally lacking of 1 mana removal. This is fine. We need to name Goblin Lackey with Cabal Therapy. And even if we don't hit here, it's fine-ish. Wasteland could get us on a pretty awkward state, but with a Krosan Tusker. So hopefully we hit 2 or 3 Goblin Lackeys. Maybe 4. Okay, no Goblin Lackey. Yeah. We still needed to do it like this. So we need to set up Pernicious Deed, what we can pop immediately. I think there's an argument for playing Diabolic Edict for just the Mock Fanatic to not let him crash in with High Driver for 3 a turn. Okay, Wall of Blossoms is sweet. There's an argument for picking Naturalize here, but I can do it later. So I will land Treetop Village. Yeah, this is a sweet combination. Like naming Naturalize. Here's a Lackey. Okay, we can wait a bit longer, right? Because we have the blocker here. And ship the turn. It can get awkward pretty quickly against Goblins, because they have so many card advantage spells. So we no attack, okay. Here in the end step, I will cycle this. And now there's even an argument for playing just the Deed. And if he plays Naturalize to pop it. So let's take a look here. Okay, Siege Gang Commander, Naturalize gone. So I can absolutely just play it like this. So he needs 1 more mana for Siege Gang Commander, or he needs to draw Naturalize. In this case, I can take Goblin Lackey with me. And if he plays Siege Gang Commander, I can pop the Deed. Okay, I just want to block the Lackey here. So I can set up a big control game with a Pernicious Deed. Okay, Stronghold is great. I will ship the turn here. Okay, in this case, I think it's right to activate Treetop Village. Block like this. If he has some kind of cycle spell, which he has here, I can still... Okay, if I pop this, it's no problem. You can do this. I will float some amount of mana here to cycle this. It's still a fine trade. Dust Bowl here is doing us a favor. We could even put something back on our top of the deck. Okay, probably going for the Wall of Blossoms here. Chip in more damage, but we are pretty stable. So playing the Dust Bowl here. Will prevent the... Yeah, next turn I will just put the Tusker on top, right? We are not secure in any way here, because Goblins is so well in rebuilding. I think here it's right to go for this, but it's not necessary, to be honest. Let's ship the turn back here. I think if he just attacks, I will pop this for 3. Maybe not. Maybe I will do this on the end step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going to 6 is... Okay, Goblin Matrone. Probably on Ringleader. And then we can... Yeah, here's a Ringleader. This is fine for us. So now I will just pop this deed for 3. Otherwise we take too much damage. Then in the end step I will put Wall of Blossoms on top. Okay, here's a Goblin Lackey, which is not too bad. So Wall of Blossoms on top. Now we can play Wall of Blossoms. Draw a card. Play this one. Play Blastoderm. And then we play Cabal Therapy, naming Goblin Ringleader. Because we are playing the card advantage game here. And I think I want to set a stop in my upkeep. To put back Wall of Blossoms. Okay, he should go for the Stronghold. And he does it. So this means he can't connect. Birds is not too bad. Not mad about this. Because I can just say... so I need to keep this back, right? Do I want to go for the... Yeah, let's go for the Siege King now. There are sometimes builds running Ancient Tomb. And it's not bad for the fact that we didn't draw a single sideboard card. Pretty happy about this. Okay, we are having a lot of dead draws here. Play this. I might attack with the Blastoderm now. Could be wrong. I think it's wrong to attack here. Yeah, we need to find something soon. This will be gone next turn. Graveborn Muse is something. And I think it might be hard for him to getting rid of this. And as we have 2 blockers, I will attack with a Blastoderm here. Oh, we have 3 blockers. So he goes to 14. Okay, getting ringleader, right? Yeah, ringleader. Goblins has such a great ability to grind out these games. We need some payoff here, like Recurring Nightmare. Gampime Incinerator, okay, to handle Graveborn Muse. I don't know. Of course, this can be interrupted by any removal from my side. Okay, let's draw a card first. Cabal Therapy is really good here. Don't forget that you can just flashback Cabal Therapy while sacrificing Graveborn Muse if you are going too low on life. And I think I have 3 blockers. This should attack. I mean, it could backfire, but feels wrong to just sit back. You might do a triple block here, which would be possibly wrong. Goblin Ringleader can still turn this. Okay, this not. I'm not a fan of Skirk Prospector. Played Red Green Goblins for a long time. Okay, here's a Plague. So I think this might be just enough. Okay. It's awkward that we don't have turn 1 answer for Goblin Lackey. So I think we are forced to bring in Bird again to either have the ability to ramp or to block a bird for 1 turn. But being on the draw here is really tough, and this is unplayable. Even this is not great. It's really slow and we might die soon here. We are very weak to any wasteland. Yeah, this is probably over. Siege King Commander or Ringleader. And Wasteland for that, maybe. Piledriver. It's tough. Missing land drops here. I mean, we can tutor for 1 more land, but we kind of need to... Okay, yeah, this deck has a huge problem with the mana base, at least. So this needs to be adjusted. 22 lands is never enough in a rock deck. So here he could just have the Gampime Incinerator, but I think in this case he would block before. So we need untapped mana source right now and dodge a wasteland. Here's untapped mana source. So we still got a chance. The good thing is the Plague Splitter has it on dice too. So not just an upkeep. I think this is our plan to win or to stabilize. It will cost a lot of life to do this. So the good thing is that we can exchange next turn. It's a Plague Spitter against Wall of Blossoms. It's slowish, but Cabal Therapy. And it will cost us some life, but as yeah, we have too many 4-drops here. So the question is, if he attacks next turn, do I want to block? I think the answer. Okay, good game. All right, on the draw was finish hand if we don't play against goblins. Okay, this seems like a combo deck. Targeting him. Okay, no shuffle. What could this be? Probably... I mean, this has to be some combo deck, right? Let's go for... Let's start with Counterspell. Probably not playing this, but I want to get information here. Okay, it's a Gro-A-Tog deck. So Counterspell was not completely wrong. Armageddon scary. And our hand is rubbish against this. Yeah, the deed can do something. The good thing is at this point he's not having a card like... But he's not go... okay, he played Sleight of Hand. Okay, now he can gush. And even... Okay, now he can't play Armageddon without 2 Moxen in one turn. Next turn I try to get down Pernicious Deed. To have at least an answer. Okay, no shuffle. So next turn we will face Armageddon. So is it better to keep up Krosan Tusker cycling? If we get a creature here, a cheap one. So here it might be the right play to flashback Cabal Therapy, naming Armageddon. But this would be very weak against the counterspell. So I think it's slightly better to bring down the Pernicious Deed. If he has a counterspell, he has it. We have some mana to rebuild. Okay, now he needs a Mox, meaning we can attempt the same play next turn. But I think we will see a Gush now. Yeah, this is interesting matchup, I guess. So the Colosseum probably means he's on, maybe, I don't know, the Threshold version. So he needs a Mox here to get 3 of our lands. Yeah, here's a Mox. But he has no clock yet. So we can still rebuild. And he will lose 1 land. So it's a 2 for 3, right? Not great, but not horrible. This Living Wish can go for Dust Bowl. Then we can Tusker for another black mana source. And if he's just cantripping, it's fine-ish, I guess. 1 Swords to Plowshares, we will... I want to slam this. Okay, a sword, great play here to not give us the ability to play Cabal Therapy, which would have done immediately there. I hope my Living Wish resolves to grab my Dust Bowl. Okay, this Psychotog is close to lethal. Okay, I think I have to wait 1 more turn and step cycle the Krosan Tusker. So now we need a bit luck. This was not lucky. Now let's try the Baloth. The downside is that we run it in 2 days and that he can just kill us next turn if he wants to. And has enough fodder for the Psychotog. Okay. Sword. Sacrifice this. This will be big very soon. So bigger than the Baloth. 7 more. 10. Yeah, it's not lethal. Okay, Living Wish is not doing us a favor. We could just play Withered Wretch then, or grab a Dust Bowl. Let's go again for... I don't know, maybe it's right to play Living Wish here. For Dust Bowl. Recurring Nightmare and hope for the best, that we can untap, play Deranged Hermit, exchange into something good. But he has 4 cards in hand. What is he keeping on hand? There has to be a counterspell, right? Or burn. Okay, we are dead here. Okay, I didn't count that. Yeah. I think I don't want to sideboard. Nothing is great here. Nothing is super bad. So let's keep it like this. The rock version I've run played 25 lands. And 4 Wall of Roots. And it worked way better than this build. Okay, Duress, Cabal Therapy, great setup. Another black mana source would be great. Let's lead on Duress here. It's tempting to name Mox Diamond. With this is a lot to unpack. I think Winter Orb is the hardest to beat from here. It's tempting to go for cantrips here, but I think it's wrong. Mystic Enforcer, sweet. Could give us really trouble. Okay, no shuffle, meaning he has some more lands to find, but he found a City of Brass, which is strong. I think I just want to continue with Duress first. Counter spell, Slate of Hand, Call of the Herd. So Portent is gone. So he has no counterspell, right? Slay of the Hand. So here I want to go for Cabal Therapy. I think I have to name Call of the Herd, right? And hope he plays 2, 3, 4. Psychic next turn. Why not Slay of Hand? I don't understand. But I don't have to. So we could even flashback Cabal Therapy with Treetop Village, which seems a bit weak. He possibly plays Psychic now. Then we are forced to Diabolic Edict. Then he has the Enforcer and we are in trouble. So we need to pick Enforcer with... Yeah, we are not in a great spot. His threat density is too high for our draw. Okay, Baloth. Yeah, the Enforcer is a huge problem. So we need to do it like Edict. Running in 2 days would be brutal. So he has one Sleight of Hand and Sabus Web. Okay. Sabus Web. So happy that I threw away my... But his list is spicy. A lot of good one-offs we see here. Could be more than one-offs, but... Okay, no Sabus Web here. So let's resolve this on probably Sabus Web, because we know about it. It's a safe cantrip here. It might have counterspell here, yeah. So we let this resolve. Portent, counterspell. Call of the Herd. So we are forced to draw mana, which we have. Okay, this is a nice blocker. So he's digging for... This is a gush, okay. Digging for Swords to Plowshares. I don't know, maybe you needed to Portent first. I'm not an expert with the deck, but... He did a shuffle, so probably not was finding a sword there. Okay, do I want to attack here? Tusker is fine. Cycle this. Go for Swamp, and I don't think I want to play the Swamp immediately. To be able to build up after Armageddon. Okay, Blastoderm is fine. So let's attack here. Not sure, but I think he has a better late game. Way better late game. He's digging for Swords to Plowshares, which he found, but this is nothing special with this kind of deck. So Duress would be a fine draw. Birds of Paradise, play them. So Cabal Therapy, either getting counterspell or naming counterspell. And now I want to run my Blastoderm in 2 potential days. I can't afford to wait longer because we would immediately lose against Armageddon anyway. This is not lethal and this is a problem. So even if he has Armageddon here plus Gush, we lose this. Another Call of the Herd. We need something like Pernicious Deed, right? Living Wish. Or we don't even have Bone Shredder. I think Withered Wretch might be decent to snipe for the Call of the Herd. But just decent, nothing more. Even in this spot we would lose against Armageddon, because this will be gone sooner or later. And my opponent will have 2 3/3 creatures left. He's probably thinking about the Armageddon situation, but he should go for it immediately. Okay, Meddling Mage. Yeah, we are in trouble. I mean, the worst thing with card like Living Wish is that you are giving up all of your sideboard slots, or most of them. This is fine-ish. He could have a counter spell, but I don't care. Okay, we can concede here, probably, or maybe wait one more turn. We could even draw the same card again. And he has no Armageddon yet. Let's see. If this resolves and sticks for a second, it will draw 2 cards with a Withered Wretch, but he still has 3 cards in hand. So there needs to be something like Swords to Plowshares. Right? Right. Okay, here it's over. Can't win from here. So we are on the draw here, and I think this might be too weak, but I'm tempted to keep it. I'm not sure what my opponent plays. Okay, some amount of combo. We might be dead here. Or next turn. Yeah, probably next turn dead. Let's just play Swamp here. Because I don't want to give away too much information. Okay, here's one Duress. I don't know. It seemed a bit better to just... Duress is not playing Duress? What? This is really, really odd. So next turn I think I want to... This was odd. I don't understand this. Next turn I will go Living Wish for the Graveyard Sniper. And if this resolves and we untap with the Withered Wretch, I think this is over. Okay. We got one more turn. He needs to top deck. Because we have 2 mana then. He can stifle 1 activation, but... Okay, another Duress is fine. We don't have a third black mana source, but... For now... Yeah, I don't know why he didn't Duress me. This wouldn't change too much, I guess, because I just picked his Duress, right? But it was... He could pick my Living Wish. Okay, I think it's better to get the Stifle Notes first. Otherwise, he can reanimate a Stifle Note and stifle the Dreadnought and stifle a trigger. Oh, I misclicked here, but this shouldn't be a huge problem. Okay, let me take a look here. I want to take Buried Alive. Okay, next turn, I think I want to... I mean, he has a Stifle for Pernicious Deed, right? And we see a Shuffle here. I think it's important to just exile to keep his threshold low. We are not secure in any way here. Because we need some turns to kill from this point. Okay. Birds of Paradise. I think I need to get the deed down for now. So we still can prevent a kill in one turn, or? Okay, I want to pop this for 0. So he's forced to stifle here if he wants to. Okay, no need for that. Let's exile a Lotus Petal here. Naturalize is not great. Let's ramp up here a bit. Next turn, I think I want to attack with Treetop Village. Okay, but this matchup could really be problematic. I like that a mix of different decks here. Okay. There's still a scary situation. We got this covered with everything here, but I think we need the Withered Wretch in the main deck, right? Otherwise we are just too slow. And let's cut something of the more grindy cards. We don't have too much against his deck. We don't have discard. And even from discard he can recover pretty good. Okay, here's discard, but as we are just running 22 lands, no ability to play it. Okay, this is awkward too, but probably good enough. And I think I have to lead on Duress. The other possible play would be to lead on Birds of Paradise. I think it's wrong to lead on Cabal Therapy. Okay, here's a Duress, which is fine for us. But as he can just kill us in turn 2 or turn 1, we are forced to lead with Duress. Okay, unmask, pitching Buried Alive to get another Duress. So if we do it like this, I will name Dreadnought with my Cabal Therapy. Of course, this seems like he's going all in on the Dreadnought plan. So calling Dreadnought. Yes. Yeah, Stifle would be the other call, but I think it's a bit more safe to go for Dreadnought. Yes. Alright, we are on the draw here with just green mana, but as we have 2 Wall of Roots, a Naturalize, and the ability to draw black mana at any point in the game, I want to keep this. Treetop Village, so this might be the mirror. And as you might know, I hate every kind of mirror match, which is possible. Because it's mostly just depending on luck. I will wait a bit longer here. I don't know. Maybe I'm too harsh here, but I really hate. Okay, this is a bit different. So what can we do here? I think we probably name... I don't know. What could really give us a headache? Let's name Pernicious Deed for now. It's great that we can do a flashback here. Okay, it's a different deck. Wall of Blossom, Funeral Charm, Barrenmoor. I think I don't want to exchange one of the walls against this. Another Black Source is great. Allows me to play Graveborn Muse next turn. So it looks like a very spicy list of the rock. Okay, this is pretty wall game here. Okay, Duress. There is a small argument to lead with Duress, but as we have the Volrath Stronghold and the ability to activate it at least once, I will go for this. It's cool to have the Cabal Therapy to sacrifice it in emergency cases. Okay, he probably has a Vendetta. Funeral Charm, okay. Discard a forest. I don't know if you want to play Funeral Charm in this spot. So he gets my Duress or my Naturalize. Yeah, for now I'm pretty positive. And the decks are different enough that it could be interesting. But if you just have the exactly mirror like 75 same cards, for example, it's horrible. Alright, this just seems unfair. I want to play the Blastoderm first, I guess. Because I want to go aggressive with this. And this will ship through his creatures pretty quickly. I mean, he can do a double block here. Ravenous Rats is no problem. I think it's fine to get rid of Naturalize. Because it won't get the great stuff anyway. Okay. Yeah, this hurts. Really hoped I played the Stronghold here, but it is what it is. But very cool list. Never thought to play against Stupor here. Okay, we are getting away with it pretty well. So let's just play the Spiritmonger here. Yeah, I want to use my resources to be really aggressive. If I untap with Spiritmonger, yeah, it can get out of hand pretty quickly. It's even safe from a Pernicious Deed. These draws are great. So do I want to exchange this against one elephant? I guess I do. Because this will be gone sooner or later. The other option would be to make 4 life with this, but... So... Regenerate is black mana. Okay. So we can just generate 12 life here, at least. Yeah, Graveborn Muse unchecked is unfair. Okay, more or less it's a mirror, but I say more or less. And in the mirror, for me it's important to bring in the good stuff and to cut back on bad top decks. And Duress are very bad top decks. There's an argument for something like Cabal Therapy. I'm not sure if I want to have Naturalize. I want to have Withered Wretch in the main deck. I want to have Braids. But I think I want to cut down on the Living Wish. Try it like this. And as you see how often I bought out the Living Wish, it's for me it's not worth it. Even if I love the card, it's just, yeah, so many bad things can happen. You just tutor the card and your opponent names it with Cabal Therapy, or, for example, Meddling Mage. This is a loose keep here, but yeah, we have the discard spell in hand. He will go for the Recurring Nightmare here probably, and I don't want to take mulligans against this mid-range mirrors or discard decks. Okay, I think I will just name Wall of Fruits, Wall of Blossoms, right? Or Ravenous Rats. Yeah, Ravenous Rats. Probably. Yeah, we hit. He will hit our Blastoderm. Then we are more or less against some amount of Call of the Herd. This would be the other card I would have named, but okay. And here you see, like, now it's good. Of course, he had the Duress before, but pretty soon this might be bad, because I can immediately play what I have, or he don't know what I have. So he has to go in blind against the Graveborn Muse. So he will play Call of the Herd, right? This is safe from his mother. He needs more mana for the first call. Oh, I don't know if he wants to do this. So this can, you see, like, I will put all of my cards here. Then I will sacrifice away a swamp to go for his second mana source. So now we start drawing. We have Pernicious Deed, double Pernicious Deed. Yeah, it's unfair. Sorry for that. But he can do what he wants. This will be very hard to come back from here. Yeah. Alright, welcome to the deck station. These were 5 intense games, which were pretty quickly, and the results were amazing. Like, I think it was a 4-1 with our loss against Gro-A-Tog, where we almost had no chance. And yeah, it was awkward to play with Living Wish, because it's so mana intense, and you have problem to hide these cards from opposing Cabal Therapies and Meddling Mages. And I think the worst part with Living Wish is that you are giving up on sideboard slots. You really need in some matchups. And the other problem was that we had not enough land. And the most important problem was this version of Dust Bowl. I don't get the artwork and the frame. But yeah, besides that, this was really fun. It was a quick league, and I wouldn't talk too much about it. I think there's a reason that we don't see too much The Rock in general, and that we almost never see Living Wish Rock lists. But yeah, still a fan of the deck. Graveborn Muse overperformed again. So this is a really strong card, and yeah, I love playing Pernicious Deed. So keep tuned for the next iteration of the deck, the next build, and have a nice day.